Yo gang, are you in a talking stage with a girl or just very interested in them in general? Stalking their social medias and thinking about them very heavily in your free time. And maybe you're thinking about taking it to the next level and possibly wifing her. But before you do that, you probably missed some red flags. And since y'all my niggas and it's almost Valentine's Day, I thought it'd only be right that I put together the 7 signs that you shouldn't cuff that girl. In making this list, I hope to save y'all from potentially getting your hearts absolutely wrecked. And just so y'all understand the severity of each sign, I'ma color code them. If the sign is outlined red, then
she belongs to the streets.
But if it's more so orange, she's not for the streets yet, but you know what I'm saying, she's mad close, like she's on the sidewalk, feel me? Now with all that being said, let's get into the video, bro. Starting off with number 1. She still talks to her ex. Not gonna lie, bro, this one is self-explanatory. But to put it into words and perspective, you will not be able to be the relationship lore and story that someone had with their ex-significant other. At least not with that little ass talking stage y'all have. And if they're still talking to that person, then it's like they're still mentally trying to write out a story and fantasy with that dude. And you be fighting a losing battle, bro. And if they're talking to you about their ex, that is a key sign to get out of there, buddy. Especially if they're ranting to you about bro. Cause gang, they are essentially supposed to be moved on and emotionally detached from this person. And if they still so attached that they gonna rant to other people about their ex, they're in too deep. And she's probably gonna take that nigga back regardless of whatever she told you. I was on FaceTime with this one girl back in high school, right? It was like our first time talking on the phone. And 7 seconds into our convo, it went like this. Hey you. Hey. Yo, was goody? How was your day? It was pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. Was it bad because you couldn't see enough of me? You know, no. It was terrible because when I was talking to my ex earlier today, he was blah, 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 blah. I don't remember what she was talking about specifically, but she just got to chatting about some bullshit her ex did. Now, even though I was getting no play at 16, I already knew that this was a crazy red flag. So her contract had to be terminated. So in the middle of her rant, I was like, oh no, my fish tripped and fell down the stairs. Hold on 1 second, I gotta call you back. Never called her back. Now, some of y'all might be like, oh, see, Wiggs, you was dragging it. It wasn't even that big of a deal. But my nigga, guess what? Fast forward 3 months later, and she posted an ultrasound on her Snapchat. Gang, she was 2 months pregnant, and the ex was the father. Yeah, bro, enough said. Moving on. Number 2. She says, I'm just a girl. Now, this might sound like a crazy red flag, but listen, bro. If she says, I'm just a girl, 9 times out of 10, that bitch will probably be one of the most terrible human beings you've ever met in your entire life. Deadass. Number 3. She has celebrity crushes. Gang, now, this red flag can go deep. I've met some girls who've dedicated a whole Instagram highlight to a celebrity, and others who've DM'd certain celebrities and were just on their dick. You know, to say the least. Now, a lot of girls who do not see a problem with doing this while they're in a relationship will say they get so many DMs, they probably don't even see mine. And the likelihood of me meeting him is so low. So it doesn't even really matter if I do this for real. Bro, if there's ever a situation where your girl is with her favorite R&B singer, hypothetically, got backstage passes to his concert, started talking up a storm with him, how she's obsessed with his music, and how his album changed her life. And he's like, I'm gonna come back to my hotel room, drink some champagne. You telling me she's not f***ing that nigga? Bro, be realistic. If the only thing that's keeping her from having relations with another man is the idea that they won't ever meet in person, you should not wife her, bro. Number 4, on a party flyer. Now, I hope none of y'all are ever in the position where y'all are actually thinking about cuffing one of these party promoter smooch. Cause like, bro, the parties they be promoting be so neat and sexual. Like, the names will be Pussy Battle Galore, Cinco de Sluts, Back to School Backshots, like some neat ass party name, and this poorly photoshopped flick of them in the middle next to all this alcohol and like 2 niggas in ski masks. Yeah, bro, they just be too outside, gang. I would not recommend them. Number 5, she has a OnlyFans. Now, when I bring up this red flag, you niggas know which ones I'm talking about. Not the ones who got special talents or the ones who use OnlyFans like a Patreon. I'm talking about the ones that be playing with their kitty. You know, the ones that be using the eggplant-shaped toys and the ring light. The ones that be sucking dick. Yeah, gang, not gonna lie. If all it takes is $7.99 for another to see your gal's coochie, that girl is most definitely not wifey material. But listen, if you so happen to be a girl who has an OnlyFans and is watching this video, my Instagram is at c.jux. If you want to collab, you know where I'm at. Number 6, she cheated on her last boyfriend with you. Now, I feel like this is OD self-explanatory, but you know what I'm saying? If you slow, I'll put it in simpler terms for you. The same way you get them is the same way you lose them. If she's willing to cheat on her current man with someone else, what's gonna happen when you're that current man? And lastly, number 7, your man's hit. Now, bro, I don't even need to say too much, but I'm gonna put this in perspective. If your man's hit and you're now in a position where you're thinking about making this same woman your wife, 9 times out of 10, your ego will not be able to take it. Because, bro, let's review the steps. Your bro had to conversate with her for some time, build up some spicy romantic anticipation, and then your man's had your now wife in 7 different positions. And it's tough because his meat was probably in her mouth too, gang. And you're probably gonna think about that every time you kiss her. And that thought won't be in your head all the time, but just enough for you to be ashamed that you put yourself in that position. So yeah, bro, if your girl has one or more of these signs, you should not wife her. I just hope y'all ain't too deep in with this girl, because otherwise y'all might be cooked.